So who are you?
I am Danny Espinoza. I'm the CTO and founder of CardStar.
And what does that do?
CardStar is an app that we released in 2009 for the iPhone, and it allows you to consolidate all your loyalty cards, club cards, membership cards, grocery cards, all on your iPhone. So if you go to the store, instead of taking the plastic with you, you just show them the card, and they scan it off the phone.
That's really cool. We're here in front of the WWDC, which is where I met you,
Right.
and we're meeting some cool developers here.
Yeah.
This is not really competitive with something like Foursquare or GoWallow or Looped, is it?
Well, you know, it kind of touches the same space because when our customers use CardStar, they're at the store,
Yeah.
and we know where they're using the app. So in essence, it's a de facto check-in. So if we look at all our data, we can really get an idea of where people are shopping, how often they're shopping, when do they shop at one store instead of shopping at a competitor's stores. So all that data is really, really interesting, and I think that data is really kind of the same data that companies like Foursquare are looking at.
Yeah. You don't work with gambling loyalty programs, do you? Because you can't stick your iPhone in a slot on a gambling machine.
I think there's a lot of security issues with gambling, and also with any cards at store value, like cash cards.
Yeah.
I mean, the security issues are probably too much of an issue for us to tackle right now, especially with liability.
So what's the most popular few cards on loyalty programs that are on your app?
Well, you know, the ones that I use the most are actually the ones that most people use the most, and they also fit in line exactly when you look at industry reports, the biggest loyalty programs in the US. So I think the biggest one is CVS, right? So CVS card,
yeah.
Tons of people, over 60 million people have CVS cards. And Best Buy, over 40 million people have Best Buy cards. So I mean, these are just some of the cards, but obviously grocery cards. One of the surprising things is a lot of our—
Do you have Safeway on there? Because I use Safeway all the time.
Yeah, we got Safeway in there.
So how does that work? You just put it on your iPhone and they
scan at a point of sale. Yeah. Now there are some issues. It's probably at some, depending on the hardware that they're using at point of sale, it may not always scan. But plastic cards don't always scan too because they get all scuffed up.
Yeah.
So the cashiers already know what to do. They just type in the number and you're on your way.
Okay. And can I sign up for loyalty cards on this program?
So
if I don't have the Best Buy card yet and
right.
I know I'm gonna buy a big screen at Best Buy, can I sign up from your app?
The cool thing is that when we started CardStar, we weren't working directly with any major retailers. So they have their own programs, they run them. But as our user base has ramped up, we've been getting inbound calls from major retailers in the US saying, what's this CardStar thing? And that's when we pitch them on ideas like pushing coupons and deals directly to CardStar users, or signing up for loyalty cards directly through CardStar.
Does it show in the UI that there's a special deal just for CardStar users?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So this is something that we're working on right now with some major partners, and we're piloting even some hyper-local stores. So places that just one or two locations, creating virtual loyalty cards inside of CardStar, and then pushing deals to their customers directly through the
That's
app.
really smart because the car wash I go to has a loyalty card, but it's a paper card that they punch every time.
Right.
And
punch
so they
cards
could do it
are out.
electronic.
Those guys hate punch cards because people cheat and people lose them and they get soiled. So, virtual through the mobile phone is definitely the way of the future. So we've gotten a great response, not only from major retailers, but also the hyper-local.
Now, are you charging for this app, or how do you guys make money?
It's absolutely free. So what we do, we realized really early on that consumers, when loyalty cards, you're part of a loyalty card program because you want to save money. So even spending $1 for an app that allows you to do that doesn't fly.
Right.
So it's a free app. We make money by working with the retailers. So when we push coupons, we take a cut of those coupons that are tendered. So everything's B2B on the monetization side.
And how are you guys funded? What's the business fundamentals?
We just closed a round of funding in January, so we closed $1 million round with some East Coast venture capitalists. Okay. And we're right now getting a lot of inbound calls from other people who want us to do another round. So there's a lot of interest in the space, a lot of interest in what we're doing, our unique approach. And so, we're in the growth period of the company. So raising money is definitely going to continue to happen as we move on.
Okay. Oh, you have an iPad app too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So CardStar for the iPad is functionally very similar to the CardStar for the iPhone, but this is really made for sitting on your couch and finding those coupons and deals. So it's got a touch interface where you just flick through coupons, flick through deals. You see something that's interesting, you just click on it. If you want it, you just clip it. It's saved to your card. So when you go to the store, you don't even need to bring or print out a coupon. You just use your loyalty card, and as long as you're buying that item, you get it.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So it's a virtual couponing system too.
Right, completely virtual, all built on the back of the CardStar system.
People are going to love that.
Yeah.
Are you guys thinking about how you're going to tie in with the other location-based services like Foursquare, GoWalla, Loop, BrightKite, all those guys?
Their space touches our space, right? So they're trying to figure a way to create new loyalty systems, and we're kind of built on top of old loyalty systems. So we definitely see a match there. And we know that CardStar users are using the card at point of sale in lots of major retailers where they may not necessarily check in. So the check-ins right now in an app tend to be very socially based. I'm at this bar, I'm at this cool restaurant, I'm at this cool location. But you don't go to Walgreens and check in, or a lot of people don't. So because our users are using CardStar at those locations, and those are great, they're spending dollars in those locations. So we can, when people take out CardStar, we can actually just push off a check-in to one of their favorite systems, just using an API. And that way we integrate, we don't create our own LBS system, we're integrating with others. And that's how we really see CardStar, as an integrator for third-party coupon solutions, an integrator for retailers getting deals and promotions and messages to users, and a platform for people to check into their favorite stores even without launching their check-in app.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Where do you think it's going from here?
I mean, it's going completely mobile. So eventually e-commerce is all going to be m-commerce. And I think a lot of the interest that we've had in the community has been from people realizing that we're just at the cusp of this wave. And so, yeah.
Are you hooking into other apps like Red Laser that does the scanning of products? So you could warn somebody, hey, there's a coupon in your
Right.
system?
We have a lot of ideas for how to take that camera a little further, and not just scanning in loyalty cards, but scanning in coupons, creating grocery lists, maybe working with popular grocery apps like Grocery IQ. So everything we're doing involves partnerships with other companies that can help us make CardStar better.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And how many cards are in the system?
About 700.
Wow.
Major retailers in the U.S., actually all over the world, and customers are always sending in new cards for us to add.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Sorry about the noise.
Hey, no problem.
Hey, it was really great to meet you here and get your app, because it's really a cool app. So
Absolutely.
thank you.
Thanks a lot. CardStar, sweet.